What's good, superstars? Back with another Veve video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Basement Rob. How's it going, Superstar Basement Rob?
Pretty good. You?
Not bad, not bad. Oh, that basement power. Wow. Guys, if you are new here, please don't forget, hit the subscribe button, become a superstar. It is going to change your life. People are changing their lives every single day. They are hitting drops, getting ultra rare, secret rares. Maybe we're not getting them, but you guys are getting all the luck. And it is fantastic to see when you guys win. I feel like I win, so that's all that matters.
I feel the same way. I'm a big common guy, but that's okay. You guys can take all the secret rares.
Yep. Also, we've seen some extra luck for some of our Superstar VIP. If you don't know what that is, hit the join button down below. $2.99 a month. You get some fancy badges. So you'll start out on the left side here and you'll ascend your way across. First one to the gold star gets a prize. Also, we have been providing all our buys and sells in the market. So some of you guys don't know if we're buying or selling. If you remember, you know exactly what we've been buying, what we've been selling. We also provide some additional information, some spreadsheets, all that in the YouTube membership. So it's really helpful stuff. And we plan to have way more coming. I know Rob's been working on a couple of things. You know how analytic Rob gets, right? So if you guys are into the math behind everything, definitely worth it to become a Superstar VIP. I know everybody in there right now has given us positive reviews, I think.
Your buys have flown. Joe's been buying the last couple days. Just really worked out. And now with the pump that we just had.
We're going to get into the pump. I know you guys are wondering what we think about it. We see it on Twitter. We see it in other people's live streams. We're going to talk about it. Also, follow us on Twitter, speaking of the devil, Instagram, TikTok. Send us your pictures. Send us your videos. We got people coming to us telling us that they can't even go to the bank to take out money. They can't pay their mortgages because they can't get the money because there's a wall of people for trying to attack them for their pictures. It's crazy. Selfies are going through the roof, and it's incredible. It's incredible. Incredible things are happening to the superstars who sent us their videos and pictures. Ask Marvelous Pax. He'll tell you all about it. Follow us on the Veve app. By the way, if you don't know, you have access to the web app. Everybody now has access to the web app data. So they announced that today on the Veve Discord. If you're not part of the Veve Discord, make sure to check it out because we posted our video from yesterday on the Discord. So definitely a great place to be. Lots of different content creators you can check out there. And you got Reese, you got Puddin Cheeks. All the community is there. So it's a good place to be.
It's nice to finally
follow
dump those Apple fees, eh?
Exactly. So yeah, that's the biggest thing. You can save on when you put your money into the app. If you do it through the web app, you save on all kinds of fees.
Yeah, huge. Fantastic day.
So if you follow us going through Fasto 6909 for 9.9 million, we will follow you back. And it's a lot easier for us to do that now. I'll probably do it a couple times a week now because we have web app access. We still don't know how we're going to be able to combine everything, but we're waiting on that from Veve.
Yeah, I told Superstar Kate today because Stitch, we're both of us love Stitch. She really loves Stitch, and she's just short a little bit of gems. So instead of doing the good old Toby trick, I told her, you know what? Everybody has web access right now. Your account's not that active, but today they just announced you should be able to do it. Jump on, get the difference of gems that you need, save your Apple fee, and you should be good to go. Real
life world use right there. Perfect. So we're going to get into the Twitter news quickly. This is our Twitter. Pudding Cheeks. Shout out Pudding Cheeks again. If you did not see that interview, it is going viral. Everybody's talking about it on their streams, and for a good reason. Pudding Cheeks has provided us with such great information, and just a great dude. Like
he's a wizard. Yeah, I don't know how else to put it.
You know what I mean? The face behind the spreadsheet. Just honestly, it couldn't have turned out any better. Very, very happy to meet him, and just makes me more bullish on this community.
Yeah, I love that. A lot of people in the comments below were really appreciative of the interview. Puddin Cheeks did a fantastic job. He said he's never done an interview before. He answered all our questions. I learned so much from that interview. I've started applying what I learned. Hopefully, I can build on that and provide more value to all of the people watching these videos. We'll see how we can develop that. But Puddin Cheeks, you guys got to watch that interview if you haven't. Go check it out. Fantastic.
Perfect segue for what we're going to be talking about today, Rob.
Big time.
Honestly, Pudding Cheeks changed our outlook on everything. So I can't wait to get into that in a little bit. Also, if you didn't know, we always talk about how we back our decisions by data, and there's a lot of speculation behind that because the Veve marketplace is so fluid, moves quickly. Pudding Cheeks updates the sheet once a day. What if you miss it? So yesterday, We asked him that on the interview, and he said, "You know what? I'm going to provide you how exactly I make this sheet." He posted it. He retweeted it. We retweeted it. He posted it on January 28th, and he found it and brought it back. So he went through his Twitter and all that. So really, really happy he did that. We are going to definitely have to do a video on this at some point to explain it in layman's terms, because Pudding Cheeks is a genius. So you got to understand this. For him, it sounds really, really simple, but for a lot of people, it takes time to get used to.
I have to go back and watch our own video to sometimes catch and fully understand exactly what he was saying and truly grasp it. Because the first time you hear it, you need like a second to think about it. So
you know how many people I heard say the same thing? I have to go rewatch it. Because he's just so cool, calm, and collected, and the way he talks about it, it's just like it's so easy for him. But like to me, you're like thinking about it, and we're asking the questions, thinking what we're gonna ask next. You're also trying to digest it, so that's why we had to for sure rewatch it. But we pulled a lot from that interview, and it's gonna definitely help us. I asked today a little question. It was funny. What did you collect as a kid? Action figure, sports car, let us know. So that was cool. I went through all the comments, and I just wanted some nostalgia, and then I responded with some of what we collected. But look at that, Superstar Larry wheels. Let's go, mint 480 on the Buzz Lightyear.
Love him.
Amazing, and he called it the Superstar Voodoo. So now we got Voodoo.
He knows. He's had it a few times actually.
If you guys haven't already, the OG Omicron. And he is partnered with Veve in the Veve Festivus. There's a couple contests you can enter to win some, I think, rares, ultra rares, and secret rare prizes. So Reese has been tweeting it and stuff like that. So he's one of the friends of the channel as well. So 3 giveaways. This one here says rare NFTs. He's got ultra rare NFTs, and he has secret rare NFTs, and it is backed by Veve, so it's all legit. And Reese is going to do the transfers, or somebody from Veve is going to be transferring the actual items because we don't have transfers right now. David, you tweeted about the Stitch drop. He said first appearance, low edition. I replied to this. I said when Superstar David Yu first appearance. So I'm waiting to hear back from him. I know that
that will be a good one.
He'll get back to us. I'm not worried about it.
I'm sure eventually.
Here's what I collected as a kid. If you want to go check that out. Here you go. There's Reese talking about Veve Festivus. I said to Kron I would give her a shout out. So there it is. This one was pretty funny too. Look at this.
Oh, finally. I was thinking, how can anyone even use this in the showroom? It's literally just a poster. Now I understand.
It's funny. It's like Woody's in the box and he's looking into the box.
Yeah.
Shout out Casual Veve. Amazing stuff. And here's the video that we did yesterday with Pudding Cheeks. I'm sure that you guys have seen it around, but definitely go check that out. It should open up some doors in your mind. All right. So speaking of the drop, today we have tomorrow we have the 626 series. Now shout out Superstar TL for telling me 626 and tomorrow's June 26th. Did you even think of that?
No, I would never have thought of that. Why would I even think of that for? That's amazing.
There's David Yu and his little number games going on again. So let's pull up the Medium article. Sorry.
Yeah. What's the mints on these?
Here's the Medium.
I don't even know what they are. I'm actually curious.
It's not even that much. So here's the one that you see in the ad. It's the common, the crowd favorite.
Nice.
Only 8,626 mints for a rare, for a common, and look at the price. 30 gems.
Amazing.
Very, very fair. Like I'm being, as we keep going here, the mint numbers are becoming more in line with what the user base is, I think. And the pricing, they're listening. They're listening for sure.
This is worth going for. Right off the bat. If we're going to have a common like that, I'm going to go for this hands down.
So now, this is the funny part. The uncommon, the uncommon, only 6,626. Still 30 gems. And it's the only one with this pose. Now, you ask me, why is that? Because they have a secret rare, which is the same as the common pose, but it's got all graffiti on it. And only 2,626 editions. So we're looking at that's like 9. You only got like 17,000 of these.
I'm going for this because in this case I want it anyways. So I want to roll the dice and hopefully get a pretty good mint number. Maybe get the secret rare. I don't even care if it goes underlisted. I need it. I don't have it with me right now. But as you guys know, in most of my videos, I bring out my massive plush doll of my plush doll of Stitch here. So I need a digital version to take a photo with my physical version. So I gotta get one of these for sure.
Yeah. So I was thinking, what can we compare it to? That's why I had this open. I'm like, it's kind of in between both of them. I would feel like I feel like it should do better than the finale. But even though the finale, you know what, the finale is animated. I don't know.
I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't get an animated version.
It might be in line. Like how much are there of this? There's 6,000 of this.
Yeah,
so it's much more limited. It's much more limited, but it's not animated.
I think it could be in the 300-400 range, but it's tough to ask me. I'm a little bit biased because I'm one of the people who actually want it. So it's very hard for me to even compare it right now to anything else. Like
I don't see it being that high.
Yeah, that's my point, right? It's something that I want, so obviously my price prediction on it might be a little bit higher. There's not many of them though. There's only 2,000 of them, and right now there's some FOMO going on in the market. So there's this drop specifically has everything you need for a good flip as of right now. I think it has everything you need for a good flip.
I'm trying to see what the other guys went for, but I obviously don't know how to use this web app. But if I could find out what those other ones, I know they went below retail. Maybe that's why they brought the price down from 60 to 30, because usually Disney does that 60 drop, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know what I'm looking for anymore. But
it's what do you compare it to? I mean, if you think about like the Pixar Pals, that's kind of in the same line of the cartoons.
I'm starting to think this is why they did it.
It makes sense.
The uncommons and the commons are like settling around $30 on the band leader. Maybe they say, you know what, let's lower it so it's not as embarrassing. We're not at 50% of the box.
Look, it's FA Stitch. There's no $30 is a reasonable price. If this was a $60 drop, I would not be saying this. I think $30 fair price for a drop like this. It's colored. Yeah. It looks great.
I like the color.
I want one of them.
I think you're going to see similar numbers. I think you're going to see like 30 gems on the common and the uncommon.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more because they're pretty limited, but I don't know. I know that a lot of people say they sell out like crazy in collectibles, but I don't know.
I'm going for as many as I can. I got gems on the side. I'm going to go for as many as I can on this. I love the character, so I'm going for it.
It could be the bull market could help push this over. I mean, it could be the first drop in a while where all three go over.
That's what I'm saying. Based on what it's priced at 30 gems, based on the momentum that there's in the market over the last couple of days. And I understand this is a new drop. It might not act the same way as some of the existing grails that are out there right now. But I think with the people's mindset right now that things in these last couple of days have gone well, the users will go for this. And me personally, who actually wants to own one, I have no problem rolling the dice for a good mint on this and holding. I
just don't see this being more valuable than the Ultra Rare T-Rex. I don't see how it could be.
I mean, I think there's less mints, is there not? I can't remember how many mints there are on the Ultra Rare T-Rex.
I don't remember. I'll check it out.
We have. I don't remember the number of mints on it. The Ultra Rare T-Rex is an amazing.
That's what I mean. If this goes over that price, I'll be shocked.
But you got to consider the mint numbers too. I'm not saying it will. Did it drop? I thought it was at 350 or something. No,
it's pretty close in mint numbers. Only 3,200.
Okay, maybe you're right. Then it can't
22.6. I see like 200 as the max, maybe on the secret, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll be close to this.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, no, the T-Rex. It was interesting. I think it hit 400 today at one point. I guess it's people are starting to. I was thinking about it myself, but then I'm like, how am I going to post all these really nice AR photos on our Twitter if I sell this right now? I have a low mint on these.
It's a thin floor. You get the 300 real quick.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, fair point. So T-Rex Ultra Rare should go for more. I guess that puts it at 200 maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking for the secret. I'm thinking it's going to be around 200 gems. I think a lot of people who've spent gems have been going for grails and like proven items. Yeah. I don't know how many gems are left. Actually, I do know how many gems are left. So let's maybe do that.
Yeah.
Speaking of putting cheeks, his sheet has been updated today, and it's shocker today.
Okay, so let me say if we're gonna move on to the next segment here.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to shout out one of our superstars related to the pump. Right, we're ready to move on.
Yep.
So, superstar Callum Hunter came into our Discord and he said there seems to be a pump in prices currently on Veve. What's everyone's thoughts? Is this short-term pump only? And he shouted us out. So I think we want to address this because we are of the opinion, and you see the emotions right now in the market, right? You see, we had 2 days of amazing price movement. We had people with, I mean, look at our some of the things that we've bought recently. They 2x'd in value. So people love to double their money, but we also have to keep in mind that there was pretty large drop over the last number of months. So it's amazing what we can learn from this, and we're gonna go through a lot of them. But I just want to start off by saying, look how quickly things are moving right now. and we have evidence that it's not like we have crazy new people coming in at all or new money.
Yeah.
This is just insane how things can move when there's the will and there's the FOMO. Can you imagine when we go through the next NFT bull market, crypto's pumping? Oh my, this is gonna fly higher than we ever thought it would.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I guess now's a good time. Might as well address it. We were buying on the way down a little bit. If you're in the membership, you would have seen our buys and sells. But very, very, like I said at the beginning, very, very particular what we were buying. I wasn't going on the floors like I was doing before during the pumps. It was more of a, I want this. I like it long term. If a lower mint number comes near the top, near the floor, I'm going to probably pick it up because I know I want one, and people are undervaluing these things. Also, I end up going into a bunch of 3-digit common comics. Marvel Comics 1, I picked up 2 of them, and Amazing Spider-Man 1, I picked up 1. Just because I think that's an untapped market. Even with this pump, zero movement. Everything that's in that range hasn't moved. Nobody's bought, nobody's sold. I don't think anybody realizes. And that's fine with me. I'm playing the long game on that. But when it comes to pickups, and like we said, we're not going to go all in until we see the data back it up. And we're still of that thinking. We are not going to invest based off a hunch. We're not going to invest based off of this might happen. Sure, it could happen. A whale could come in and buy up a floor and make the prices higher. To me, that's not how I want to put my money into an app of hopium. If it happens, it happens, and it did. It happened now, and that's something that we can live with because there's been times in the past where we've sat on gems and we've made money. An example, like Rob, right now, I think you have some gems.
Yeah, I actually have a lot of gems on the side, and with today's pump, I have options because I have the gems on the side. But along the way, I have collectibles now that I have to decide: do I want to flip? Like, we're going to present the data. Based on what we present, I have to make a decision. Do I want to try to jump in on the momentum, the short-term momentum, and flip? I feel like it's a dangerous game for me. I might be better off just taking profits at this point. It's hard because long-term, we believe that these things can be incredible. So when you're playing the games in between, you always have to have a residual on the side just in case you do it, and you have something there available to you to capitalize on those unexpected pumps. But right now, I'm in the same opinion. I'm not going to use the gems right now. I'm not jumping in with this momentum. I'm going to continue to track the data, and then I'll make a decision from there.
Yeah, and like you just said, the amount of having the gems on the side is not necessarily a bad thing at all. When I first liquidated my portfolio, it was leading up to the end of May. We knew May had big things coming. We ended up getting Darth Vader on that day, and I made over 3,500 gems on that drop. And I would never have been able to do that if I didn't have those gems on the side. And those items that I sold off are still not at those levels. I think Superman might have passed it. That was maybe the only one that I sold that actually passed what I sold it at. But Vader, I picked up 3 ultra rares, low mints, and flipped them for thousands of gems more. So it was opportunity cost for me. And like I said, I still will not go in all in conviction. Like say I'm going to throw everything at it unless everything meets the criteria that I have set out. And if that happens, I'm holding that long term because that was the criteria the whole time. It was, if I get this is staying long term in the vault. I don't touch it.
Yeah.
The other things that I was picking up during the pump last time was, when this goes up, I'll probably sell it, and I did. I didn't sell it at the top. I sold it on the way down, but that was the plan the whole time, and it's going to be the plan going forward. So if you guys were wondering, like, oh, what did they do? They said the data didn't back it up. We didn't do anything. I just picked it up as we were going, and we didn't go all in. We didn't say the bottom's here. We didn't say that it wasn't here. But if in the future we see data backing the numbers, then we will decide to go probably a little bit more heavily in, or that might be a time where we have to reconsider our ideas. And that's going to be what we talk about kind of here, because we had a little bit of a light in our head after our interview yesterday with Putting Cheek. So Rob, why don't you talk about that?
I'm going to show it, but I want to mention one thing. Huge shout out, Superstar VIP, Rob Stuff. He did a video on us. He started his live stream and he called us, he called out our video where we talked about using data over emotions. He said that he disagreed with us, but we actually are in agreement with him. Dollar cost averaging is another strategy a person could use. assuming that they're able to actually fund it, every week. You see that often with retirement funds. Every 2 weeks, you're putting in money. You're not watching the prices. You're just buying. If it's high, you're buying. If it's low, you're buying. And in the end, you average out. And it's a tested, proven strategy. So we actually agree with Rob's stuff. However, at the same time, we still think that we can get insight from using data. So let's bring it up here. So let's go back to Putt and Cheek's website. I mean, he taught me so much. I was a little bit surprised. I'm not going to lie. In today's numbers, there was only it was one of the lowest increases in money and purchasing that we've seen so far. Like, usually there's people pumping in, a few 100,000 every single day.
Yeah.
Today, for whatever reason, we only had 81,000 USD
on the biggest pump day. And the other thing that's funny about this just kind of proves that the gems are kind of moving around from collectibles into grails. So this is just kind of widening that gap between the bottom tier and the top tier collectibles, because you're not getting any new gems in the app at this point.
It's not backed by new money coming in. So we just did a little bit more digging. I got to give a huge shout out. I think I haven't used her information as much as I should have. I've learned a little bit thanks to Putt and Cheeks and how to do it ourselves. But there's Kelly from Veve Fox, Rootless Girl. She's a big data person. She tracks a lot of this stuff. She actually has a Veve whale tracker, which we've learned now how to actually do our own, so we can check daily how that is. But she's been tracking it from June 6th, right? And she had some pretty interesting things that she noticed. She noticed that on June 6th, that week, the top 100 wallets increased the amount of collectibles they owned by 5,187 of them. So they bought the net difference. They increased the amount that they own by over 5,000 collectibles. That's crazy. The following week, they did it by 5588, another 5,000. So in a matter of 2 weeks, the top 100 wallets increased their position by over 10,000 collectibles. So we were saying something doesn't make sense. There's not new money coming in, but these grails are all doing well. This almost kind of shows us and backs that theory that the whales right now are moving in on the grails. They're shrinking up the supply. They're slowly chipping away at people selling. We actually now learned, thanks to Putt and Cheeks, he kind of taught us how we can start reading the blockchain on our own. And this is what I love about the community. Everyone shares their ideas, and we can learn from it, and we can find ways to be more effective in our own kind of knowledge. So, using Immunoscan, I didn't realize how powerful it is. If you type in Veve, you can actually go and you can see the top 100 wallets. And I was actually able to take her sheet over here, and I have the wallet numbers, and I haven't set it up yet, so I can just kind of scrape the top 100 and compare them. But I just did a quick comparison, and I wrote down what she had, and I wrote down what we did from today's data. And what you see is that from her June 13th week, we now have wallet number 27 with an extra 321. We have wallet number 41 with an extra 110. We have wallet number 44 with an extra 170 mints. We have wallet 74 with an extra 113. And if you compare that, they did slow down, right? On June 6th, this is how much they increased by. So you see 358. The week after, 442, 639. They really went in hard. And it looks like this is comparison to today's number, which would be the June 25th. You notice that their buying kind of did slow down. I don't know if that's an indication that maybe now they're hitting the brakes. It's possible. Maybe the whales are starting to hit the brakes. I think they've I can see that FOMO right now in the market. Yeah. I can see it in the emotions. And we had some people in the comments let us know that they are now jumping in on this momentum in hopes that they can capitalize and profit from it. So,
sorry. The thing is that the reason this is important is because had we been doing this a little earlier, we might have noticed that the whales were kind of taking positions in advance. By tracking these wallets, like really, really telling. So as you can tell, her numbers are from the 6th and the 13th. I wonder if she was buying then as she noticed this. Yeah. We got to talk to her about that. But
we got to talk to her. We're trying to ask her if she wants to come on the channel as well. But we got her website here. She has a website where she actually tracks this information. And, it's really cool. She has trade volume. So you could see that recently there was a little bit of a spike in trade volume overall. So, if you compare that, though, to like January, for example, and the trade volume's nowhere near what it was before. But that little uptick must be representative of that, the last couple of weeks you've had that buying pressure from the top 100 wallets. At least that's what we think for now. That's what we're seeing. And again, like what we're witnessing right now, we're learning a lot from this pump. We have a feeling it might be a little bit short-lived. Obviously, long term, I think we think Veve's going to go to the moon. But wow, if this can be done by not having and seeing that new money coming into the app like we did before, and it can double in price, can you imagine what's going to happen when the appetite for NFTs, the appetite for Veve as it grows, Veveverse, Omi to NFT,
utility,
all these things, this thing is going to explode. Like, if this can happen from what we just saw right now,
with same users, same number of users on the app. Like, that's the thing. Like, we're not even getting new people in here.
They're just recycling gems.
There's only 80,000 gems coming in today, and you're seeing these numbers. Like, this is what's crazy.
Can you imagine when we see the January numbers again? Yeah. Look at the January numbers. Millions of gems coming into the app. No wonder why this thing was pumping. You had 100x of some of the prices that are there right now. I mean, it was crazy. So anyways, that's what we're seeing right now. To answer his question, like, I know I don't want to I don't want to be a damper on all the fun, but I do think that there is a chance this could be short-lived, but let's enjoy it while it's here. Let's learn from it. We'll continue to track the data, and ultimately we will make decisions from there. From seeing this, it kind of makes me want to flip some of the things. Like, I'm more of a holder, so I can profit on some of the things that I had, and some of the things that I bought maybe in January. If they've gone up in price, this might be a good opportunity to maybe just take the loss, get the gems back, and look for other opportunities. But that's where my head's at right now.
For me, I'm holding everything that I bought. When I liquidated, the whole purpose was to buy things on the way down that met my criteria to hold long-term when we do have that data. And then maybe at that point, I think about, okay, now it's time to liquidate. Since we are not backed by the data yet, I'm not ready to sell. But that's the plan for me. I think you guys should all have a plan of what you're doing, especially if you decide to sell things. What are you going to do with the gems? What's your next step? If you don't have those next steps, maybe it's best to hold. And if you're going to be buying, what's your exit strategy? If there is one, are you holding for 10 years? That's never a bad idea either, especially if, like Rob said, we get the FOMO plus the data. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. That's it for me, Rob.
No, just remember, because we want to make sure that MTL is coming. We know it's coming. We want to make sure that everyone in the Superstar fam has an opportunity to pick up off-app gems safely in a way that they can then benefit. We know someone's buying them, okay? I know that there's some people out there that they feel like it's morally wrong for them, but it's not, because there are people who want to cash out early. They have their reasons. Maybe it's bots, but we talked to Kobe about it, and we feel pretty comfortable that there's legitimate people that just need to get their money out. We want the Superstar fam to take advantage of this before it is no longer available. We're providing you a safe avenue. We will be there in the chat with you, and Kobe can hook you up. We've already done many deals. Feel free to reach out to us. We prefer on Twitter. We've done a few on Instagram, and we brought you over to Twitter, but you need to have a Twitter account, and we'll get you in contact with Kobe.
And this might not be going on forever. I heard a lot of people getting MTL today. Like Rob Stuff live on My Collectible stream got the email for KYC. So that's going to lead into MTL, and it's going to be good times. So this is honestly just to help those people who are trying to get out until that point. But hopefully Veve has it all set up, and then we can keep going and build this thing together as a community because we love the app, and where it's going to go, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, and of course, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button. We want to hear from you. Join the Superstar fam. We want to hear all your comments, whether you agree with us or disagree with us. We respond to every single comment. We love community interaction. It's our favorite part of this entire YouTube gig, and we especially love collaborations. You shout out Put in Cheeks. Remember, go back, watch it, and you could also become a VIP. Become a Superstar VIP. Like we said, we're in the chat. We're going to find ways to bring new utility, new information, up-to-date information. Maybe some of this data analytics that we can bring in there daily so people can see what the whales are doing or see whatever. We have some plans. We're getting better ourselves. Again, thanks to the community out there, specifically Pun and Cheeks yesterday, who really helped us out. And yeah, we would love to have you part of our VIP class. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one. Take care.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.